Okay, so I'm really excited about this. I made 3 awesome looking page templates for the Divi theme, and for a limited time, I'm going to be giving them away on my website, realwebsitehints.com, and I've got links to that in the description below. In this video, I'm going to show you what those page templates look like, tell you a little bit about how I made them, but if you want to find out more about exactly how I made them and get all of the files, the Photoshop files, and everything that you need to create these pages, I'm creating a little mini course that I'm going to have available on realwebsitehints.com, and you can sign up for an email notification about that. I learned some really awesome, easy to use tricks for making really cool looking web pages. At least I think they're cool. Let's go ahead and check those pages out now. Okay, so this is the first page that I created, and I sort of started this whole project because I really love the Divi theme. I recommend it as one of my top recommended themes for use for WordPress, and I'm happy to use their sponsored links to help me support my webpage and my YouTube channel because it's just such an awesome and versatile theme. But one of the things that happens a lot when I recommend the Divi theme is people are like, oh, I really like the features that you talk about that it has, but I just don't see the page templates that I like. So what I did is I looked around and saw some other themes. I was definitely very inspired by the design of other themes' page templates, and I sort of mixed it in with a little bit of my own creation and a little bit of inspiration from some other page templates just to show off how versatile Divi really can be. So let's take a look at this first one here. So this very first shot here is actually a picture that I took, and then in Photoshop I added these page images in. If you decide to take my little mini course, you're going to get the full Photoshop file for this, so you can be able to customize it with the images that you want. So if you're promoting an app, say, or your web design skills, you're going to be able to use this picture for that. And then these other images I got from pixabay.com, which is a resource where you can find royalty-free images that you can use for commercial use on your websites. And then as we scroll down here, we've got another image that I created in Photoshop. Again, same sort of idea. I got this little iPhone image here from Pixabay, and this is what I really like. I saw this on another theme demo, and I just thought it was so cool. But this look here, where you've got it like sort of swipe from one background and one page on the iPhone to another, I thought it was like really cool, and just wanted to show that you can actually, in fact, do that in Divi. And if you want to learn how to do that, again, you can take my little mini course and I'll show you how to do it. Otherwise, you can just use this theme as it is and replace the content with your own content. There we go. Just really kind of a basic page design, but I think it's pretty cool and attractive looking. This specific background is another background that I created using Photoshop, but there's also a way to do something similar with CSS, which we'll see on the next page that I'm going to show you guys right here. Okay, so this page here is a page that I made for, say, a bar or a restaurant. So I like starting with these big splash screens like this when I make websites. So I think it's a really great thing to do, is just sort of show one image that captures what it is that your page is about. So if it's about a restaurant or a bar, show an awesome picture of that restaurant or bar. Okay, so as we scroll down here, just got this little sort of half and half section here where I got a nice image of a cocktail. Sort of the bar's got awesome cocktails, and then this little text section here, and then down here for the menu, I wanted to create this little slash. So I did this in CSS, and I thought, how cool would it be to have the slash go this way, and then when you get down to the menu section, have it slide the other way. And so I figured out how to do that. I found an awesome tool online, which I'll share with you guys in my little mini course, that will allow you to sort of figure out how to create the CSS slash so you can have it at exactly the angle that you want to have it at, and you don't really need to know code to be able to use it. It's just sort of like dial it in the way you want it and then copy and paste. Super easy, awesome tool, great little trick if you want to do this kind of CSS technique. We've got another section here. We've got some events, and really basic in the Divi theme. I used some images, used a border around the images, and then just used some text right below that. It's a great look and really easy to do. Here I use the Divi map module, and then I just redid the address here again. And then the last one, I wanted to create a page for a band. So I've got this awesome band here, which is a mediocre logo that I created myself in Photoshop. I'm definitely not a Photoshop expert, but I know enough to sort of hack into using Photoshop and get some pretty cool results. And I'll share those with you guys again in my little mini course. So go ahead and here scroll down. I created these little album covers here, and to go with the Divi media player module. So if you had a band or a podcast or just any sort of audio that you wanted to share, you can use this technique here. So I got an image on top and then the Divi audio module below. The audio module does allow you to use a album cover with it, but I found that it kind of moved around in a weird way. So what I did here was I used an image module and then put it right up next to the audio module for that. And I just added a little button down here, which you can do with Divi. And then we've got a little events section here. Just thought it was sort of fun, so I used the blurb module here to get this icon, and then added some text here and some text below it. And again, sort of color definitely plays into this. But, just great, great full width background here. Some awesome images that I created in Canva. So, great little easy section. Here's another example of what you can do with the Divi audio module. So I just threw that in there. And then sort of like coming up for the next concert coming up, I use this video background, and I'm, imagining that the concert's being held at the Beachtown Amphitheater. So a little video background of the beach, fun little easy section here. And then the bio section, I wanted to, again, play around with some CSS techniques. And actually, I didn't really need to use any CSS myself. I just used the settings in Divi to sort of create this effect where we've got the headshots of the band members here behind the text for them. So cool, fun little section that I created there. And then just an email sign-up section. And then down here at the bottom, just a little bit about the band, and then a follow us on Instagram thing, which I use to creating images, and then you can have the images linked to their Instagram pages. So there you go, 3 fun Divi page templates, and what's awesome about Divi is that there's tons of free page templates out there. These are just a few examples, but the creators of Divi, they've got some. Lots of other people are sharing them, and I think what's so awesome about the Divi theme is just the powerful community that there is behind Divi. They're making things, there's additional things that you can buy to augment Divi. There's tons of free tools, tons of free advice out there, great user groups on Facebook. And I think that's part of what makes the theme so powerful, is it's not only is it just a theme, but it's a theme that's got a community behind it. It's got a theme that has developers creating tools specifically for it. It's really powerful. So if you don't have the Divi theme yet and you thought that these pages looked kind of cool and you want to learn how to make pages like this, definitely check out my review of the Divi theme. I'll link to it here and I'll link to it in the description below. Okay, so those are the 3 page templates. I learned a lot in creating them, and I'm so happy to be able to share them with you and let you guys use them on your websites. And if you want to get them, go ahead and look in the description below. I've got 3 different links to the 3 different pages that I created, and you'll see the demo page. You can see them live and in action. And at the very bottom of each one of those pages, you'll see 2 different links. One link is if you just want to get the page template by itself, and the other link is if you're interested in the little mini course that I'm going to be offering. We're going to be giving away all of the files that I created in making these demos. So I've got Photoshop files, and I'm going to share with you guys some of the really awesome, easy to use tips and techniques that I found when I was creating these pages that I think you guys can use to create your own custom pages similar to this, and actually even really different than this, because they're just some awesome, easy to use tips. So go ahead, check out the link below. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Real Website Hints, and visit me at realwebsitehints.com. Thanks for watching.